Hello guys, greetings from Kenmore Design. Today let's talk about data security. Have you been watching the news lately? Have you heard about most recent data leak from this and that website? If you did, most likely some hackers were able to breach some very large company's database and then posted their loot online somewhere where third parties were able to access it and verify its origin. And that's why you heard about it. LinkedIn comes to mind. Many of us were affected by it. Most data leaks in Forex industry come from within companies. Willingly or unwillingly, people often hand the keys over one way or another. But today I want to talk about something else. What can a Forex brokerage do to maximize data integrity and prevent the leaks? So let's start with mitigation. You have to be sure that every digital asset on your servers and on every laptop is backed up. Setting up local backups is easier than it seems. All you really need is an external hard drive for all of your employees and some free software to do automated incremental backups. For PCs, there is EaseUS, and Time Machine is built into the Mac. This way, even if you are affected by some ransomware, the perpetrators won't be able to hold your data hostage. You got backup. Another bonus here, you will save at least a day of work when your PC's hard drive fail. Not that I say when. Setting up backups on your servers will be even easier, as the cloud-based servers can be backed up by the providers themselves, and no hardware or software is really needed. Backing up in non-cloud servers can be done similarly to the way you back up your PC. Now let's talk about prevention. Here I'd like to focus on the risks of your applications and data being exposed to the internet. So number one is the website. Your website is likely powered by a content management system such as WordPress. WordPress itself is a solid system, proven by years and years of use. It succeeded where millions of others failed. Even we at Kenmore Design had like some homebrew content management system. But the security issue with WordPress is not actually in WordPress. It has a big network of plugins, themes, various extensions. Everything needs to be backed up. And there should be a person or a company on the call ready to upgrade every plugin, every server, and then pull things out of backup if needed. The rule of thumb here, do not store any customer data on anything that touches WordPress. It's only a matter of time until one of the plugins or themes gets compromised. Another tip, once your website is complete, run it through at least one penetration and vulnerability test. Yes, it'll cost a bit extra, but it's better not to risk your reputation. Even though your website does not store any customer data, it's not a good look when your clients go to your website and then the browser notifies them that your website's been compromised. Your Forex trading platform. Over the years, I worked with at least 7 different trading platforms. They're all very different, but there is one thing that unites them in terms of security. It's the fact that their IP and ports are exposed to the world and publicly known. Make sure that you utilize secure passwords. You keep your hosting servers well firewalled. I've only worked with commercial trading platforms. The source code for those is very well guarded. And that could be a good thing as well as the bad one. The good is because it's not possible to take a peek at the actual code. It's encrypted. But the bad is because nobody but the corporate structure is in charge of that. Some obvious security issues may be going unnoticed. Another thing here is, since many trading platform providers sell you the software and leave the broker in charge of setup, it just seems natural to put it up on a server and be done with it. And this is where you may not even be aware of the fact that your server may already be compromised. Forex CRM and other third-party systems. There are a lot of APIs integrated between your website and trading platform, all having significant access to your data. There is no way to avoid it. These applications are payment system handling your customer payments, payment aggregator systems that are passing data to payment systems, affiliate systems, IB systems, reporting system, marketing systems, money management plugins and systems, and much more. The most natural request is to say, can I host my data? Yes, but it's a bit counterintuitive, and it's likely much less secure if you host your own data rather than trust a third party. I'll tell you a story. It happened to me once. I spun up a new server I needed to test something. I remember I needed it in China. Yeah, I remember it was a Linux server in Hong Kong. So I created the server, I went to make a coffee, then I came back, I SSH into the server, I navigated to the home directory, and I remember discovering 2 files there. Normally home directory comes empty. So one was a massive archive looking file, and there was a text file next to it. So I opened the text file, and basically it said that we've encrypted all your data, and if you want it decrypted, send us some reasonable amount of Bitcoin. I remember it was like something around like 500 USD worth of or so. But I actually had nothing on that server. There was nothing to encrypt. It's brand new. So I checked the logs, and here it was, something logged into the server while I was making a coffee, created that massive file, created that text file, and then they just hoping for the best, hoping someone buys into it. So what it was as a bot that penetrates the server the minute the IP address is issued by certain providers, and they're just trying their luck like this. So if you get to host your data, it's not like your server is more secure just because you bought it. It takes a lot of effort to keep things updated, encrypted, so it's better to trust it with a third party. Even if they are not security specialists, I am sure anyone who hosted anything had been exposed to issues like this, and they're sort of prepared for it. If you do get to host your application, do it the right way. Host the application separate from a database, and I mean on a separate server. Allow access to the database only from the application server, maybe VPN, nothing else. Bonus point here, if the application allows it, encrypt all the data, not just password, and then keep the decryptor on yet another server. This way the perpetrators will need to hack into at least 2 servers instead of 1, and it's a lot more difficult. If you don't get to host your data, employ a third party to do a penetration test. Yes, it'll cost extra, but it'll be best and the easiest thing you can do to secure the data and save yourself a lot of headache. Finally, I'd like to offer a short list for your client-facing applications. Use Cloudflare or any similar CDN. Use encrypted connections, SSLs, HTTPS, SSH, SFTP. Make sure your payment systems are PCI compliant. Adopt complex passwords and multi-factor authentication, and host on Linux when possible. That's it for today. As always, thank you for watching. See you again next time. Goodbye.